This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what? On the Neeks. We keeping the foot on the what? On the Neeks. Let's talk about it, man. Teofimo Lopez, you see? This is what happens when He Knows Everything is and a prediction king strikes again. And a prediction king strikes again. You see, this is when he revealed him as a super duper hype job variation. But we're not going to sit here and basically pop our collar and say that we exposed him as the super duper hype job variation he is. We're going to more talk about the fact that Teofimo Lopez is finally now turning the corner. He gets it. You see what he said? Terence Crawford is chinny. He's chinny in. No. Here Teofimo Lopez and here Teofimo Lopez motherfucking well. He said Terence Crawford is chinny. He got that chinny chin. See, here's the thing. Errol Spence is gonna hit this motherfucker so hard he's gonna feel like he's drunk from gin. Whoosh. What I said was so deep and profound. So hear me motherfucking well. This motherfucker is so chinny chin that when Errol Spence hit this motherfucker, he's gonna feel like he's been on that juice and gin. Woo! That was deep and profound. The real G's, the super real G's, and the ultimate real G's out here in these boxing streets get it, because he's gonna be punch drunk, meaning he's never gonna be no longer the same fighter. This is the first time in the longest, and it's probably gonna be the last time you'll ever see this, but He Knows Everything and Teofimo Lopez on the same side of the aisle, the same side of the equation, the same side of the situation, the same side of the variation, the same side of the application, the same side of the dedication, the same side of the education of the sport of boxing. Oh my goodness. There is hope after all for Teofimo Lopez. I may root for this motherfucker against Josh Taylor because he's starting to come around. The tides are starting to turn. He's realized, and a prediction king strikes again. And a prediction king strikes again. Like He Knows Everything revealed to you guys that he was a super duper hype job variation. Don't you guys notice? When He Knows Everything gives you seer mode, when he gives you visionary mode, when he gives you shit years in advance, it always pans out. It either will pan out right then and there, or it'll pan out years later. Let me say it again. It'll pan out right then and there, or it'll pan out years later. And what ended up happening years later? He got revealed as a super duper hype job variation. But this is not about him being the super duper hype job variation. This is about him understanding the equation, understanding the education, understanding the application, understanding the verification, and understanding the variation, the gulf and the distinction, and understanding that the equalizer of the situation is as simple as this, that Errol Spence come July 29th is going to brutally punish Terence Crawford. He's going to tactically aggress him. He's going to technically punch him. He's going to body snatching work him. So he's getting it. Teofimo Lopez understands that when it's all said and done, this fight is not going to go the distance. Honestly, I say a late TKO stoppage. I say a late KO stoppage, however you want to call it, however you want to decree it, however you want to put it, however you want to 2 and 2 it, however you want to math it, however you want to equate it, however you want to sit there and align it. This is what the variation of the fight is going to be. So when we sit here, we look at all of the distinctions, all of the separations, all of the variations, and we look at the tail of the tape. We look at film study. Teofimo Lopez knows his eyes is not fooling him, because one guy's too big, one guy's too durable, one guy is built too tough, one guy owns the ecosystem, one guy obliterates everything in sight, one guy is the levying onslaught of the punishment style. One guy comes with a conglomeration of punishment. Let me say it again. He comes with a conglomeration of punishment. It's a stimulus package of you will no longer be the same fighter. This is what Derek James was talking about when he said when you go 12 rounds with Errol Spence, you are no longer the same fighter. This is what Teofimo Lopez is talking about, because he understands one guy's going to fall, and it won't be Errol Spence. It's going to be the the Chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the whoop on the Nicks. I keeps the foot on the whoop on the Nicks. This is He Knows Everything. Checking out.